Well, hello there. My name is Sometimes Heather and I play Elder Scrolls Online. Last time, I showed you LCB's cosmetics and today, well, I promised a build, but we will start with thought process and reasons behind this experiment. A while ago, someone challenged me to make a thematic vampire build using no weapons. The concept of an unarmed vampire is both weird and strangely appropriate, so I accepted without hesitation. The rules are simple. Armor sets are allowed, but weapons are a no-go. That means I will only have 10 slots available, just enough for 2 full 5-piece sets. Or 1 mythic and 1 full set with various pieces from other sets to maximize weapon and spell damage or penetration or magical stamina. My initial thought was to go with Oaken Soul, but after a moment of consideration, I felt it better to pick out immersive sets. Full sets with cool vampire-related packs. There are quite a few in the game, but not all work for a solo DPS. Even when adventures are limited to the open world where dangers are minor and sometimes adorable. We, the Challenger and I, didn't discuss the environment where the build would be used. I decided that the open world would be the easiest option. I wanted to be able to clear delves and easier public dungeons and obviously all enemies one comes across when picking flowers. Lions and tigers and bears, oh my. Ordinarily, my builds are able to take on a base game world boss, but this one proved a right challenge in that regard. Finding enough weapon and spell damage without weapons is much harder than one might think. After deciding a general concept regarding armor sets, I went on to choosing a class. My first thought was actually to go with a Templar. Templars have a lot of ranged abilities which would allow me to keep my distance, to clear out horns without coming to direct contact with enemies. As tempted as I was, I had to keep in mind that Templar vampires aren't that thematic. They clash with lore in many ways, so I chose to choose a class a bit darker. I will save my Templar, one of the Weird Sisters, for a later date. A Dragon Knight armed with a whip might have also worked real well. The second half of my Weird Sisters is still waiting for a build refresh, but since Dragon Knight skill lines recently got a makeover, I felt uncomfortable venturing into waters still unknown to me. I have been lazy to explore the updated Dragon Knight abilities, so that was also a no-go. And then my mind made a small detour to werewolves and the ease of playing as a wolf. No need for weapons, just run free and let claws take care of enemies. But I was tasked with a vampire, not a wolf. A vampire, no weapons, thematic. At this point, I chose to go with a blood theme spiced with lightning. A sorcerer would be my class of choice. I have many Sorcs, so I think it's easy to see this is my favorite class. I find Sorcs super easy to play with. Their abilities fit my playstyle, they're natural with a Destro staff, and they take subclassing really well. I'm contemplating between 2 choices, a pet Sorc with a companion and a subclass Sorcanist. Either option would be easy to build. A pet Sorc can do a lot of area damage while allowing their pets to do the actual fighting, while a Sorcanist can get a lot of firepower from Herald of the Tomb skill line. But which would be more thematic? Which one would have a more interesting story, a more immersive approach? That I will share next week. I hope you enjoyed this video. Next week, I will show you which one of these options I chose for my unarmed vampire. Thank you so much for watching and see you all later.